If you want this portrait to bear any resemblance to you, stop fidgeting. Stand up straight. And turn your head towards me. There. Hold that pose.
Why have you been drawing all these sketches?
So that your island can be appreciated by the rest of the world. Everything is new for us here. We have so much to learn, and who knows, the flora of your country could very well save mine.
Save it from this sickness you told me about.
The Malachor, yes. This is what I hope, in any case. It's taken so many lives back home. I do hope we haven't brought it here, too. I heard there were some sick people in the village. Let's talk about something else. This is the big day, is it not?
Yes. Today is the day Nilan and I begin our initiation.
I thought as much when I saw that strange woman appear in the village. Congratulations, you must... your mother approaches and she doesn't seem too pleased.
Fravidem amaraugum takasare noigse adiven. Kahole yesad kaids, quesa puisigach, da regusag anedi essa, adveld ole sonne dead. Toig, ment minan velu dead.
Riaidam everach avatir. Radit gama garantam no.
Navreg da gomorosi nes valem. Ad gailu dadem esredas donegad sadiu.
Fravind avatir. Radidu dadem riaidam everach.
Mad, vreg datarus. Tagad takata garantam.
Shouldn't you get going? I don't wish to be the cause of you getting in trouble with your mother.
Tell me about your people. The lions.
It is funny that you call us lions. Because that symbol actually comes from a different nation than the one I call home. The coat of arms you're familiar with belongs to the Bridge Alliance. And it uses symbols from each of the peoples that make up the alliance. The lion is on the Mosinian coat of arms, but the Sinopole, another name for green, and the gold come from my nation, Tainea, and the azure from Thraxis. The three nations who make up the alliance are very different, but they have a common interest in fighting the same enemies. They fight side by side, sharing ideas, research, and goods. To the outside world, they are seen as a single people. But believe me, Morsinis are nothing like the scholars of Tainea or the boyars of Thraxis.
Did you say there were other people on your island?
Yes. There are actually other nations, in fact. I think I've already told you that we don't come from an island, but a continent. A vast land. Teleme is located to the west. You may have come across missionaries from this country. They have also settled on Tiefredi. They believe in religion and magic, and want to convert the world to their narrow vision of things. I must admit that they have remarkable architecture. But we've been at war with them for over 3 centuries. To the south is the Merchant Congregation, a league of city-states whose power lies in their talent for trade. They are skillful diplomats, and have made their neutrality an undeniable strength. They too have recently settled on your island. If you see elegant dandies dressed in silk who want to trade you something, you're definitely dealing with someone from the congregation. The Dutan Empire is situated between Teleme and our alliance. It is a huge land, and we are also at war with them. Their country is being torn apart by civil war, which is most likely the reason they haven't attempted to settle here yet. Finally, the free cities are in the very middle. They are a relatively young nation, perched high in the mountains. They have just won their independence from the Empire. Most of the mercenaries in the Coin Guard come from this country.
What brought you to Tiefredi?
It is a long story. For a time, I was no more than an armchair scientist. That's what we call naturalists and cartographers, whose work is based solely on the accounts of other people. I read travel memoirs written by others, and studied plants brought back from other people's travels, without ever leaving the comfort of my university. I had more adventurous friends who ventured across the seas and traveled through enemy lands to bring home knowledge. But I found it inessential. I thought they were taking nonsensical and unnecessary risks. With age, I've come to the realization that I've made some terrible mistakes by relying solely on other people's experiences. So when I heard about Tiefredi, this famous promised land, I wanted to see it for myself.
What's so special about the illness you told me about?
It's a disease we didn't know anything about. It wasn't mentioned in any of our ancient books. Seemingly overnight, hundreds of people all over the continent were stricken. Then thousands. All those who catch it lose their eyesight. Then their blood becomes black and thick. Eventually, they have to be locked up because they go mad and become violent. And then they die. In some cities, entire neighborhoods have been deserted, with the doors boarded up from the outside. Everyone has lost at least one relative. We must find a cure, or our civilizations will disappear.
You mentioned your country, Tuania. What can you tell me about it?
Compared to your island, it is a dry country with no large forests like you have here. But our stone is rich in minerals. We have sprawling, beautiful cities, as well as small fishing, mining, farming villages. Above all, it is a land of scholars, where science is celebrated and honored. It is governed by an assembly of wise men we call Sopharchs, who are elected by each region for their great knowledge. I could explain our political system in detail, but frankly, it's rather complex and very different from yours.
You mentioned another people of the Alliance. Thraxis?
Thraxis is a vast territory that became a nation fairly recently. My country even tried to conquer it at one point. It must be said that for centuries, their chiefs did nothing but fight amongst themselves. Actually, it was the attack by my nation that pushed them to rally against a common enemy and ultimately forge them into a nation. They are formidable horsemen, and their cavalry is a major asset in the war against Ptolemy and the Empire. They are coarse and unscientific, but without them, we'd probably have ended up bending the knee to our enemies.
What is Morsinia?
It is an ancient island nation to the far north of the continent. With a climate similar to yours, they are more isolated and protected from the Empire and Ptolemy, though part of their population adheres to a similar religion. However, they decided to join the Alliance to safeguard their independence and religious difference from their neighbors' proselytizing zeal. They are normally ruled by a queen, but they have an assembly of nobles and representatives of cities who advise her and make the laws. They are a refined, cultured people, and their science is admirable, but they're rather haughty.
I should go now.
Yes, I wouldn't want Minan to regret letting me stay here. Come and see me again when you can.
Hesbir, saxiend brysam. Tegeden konkubar groar da berag da roigen an boider. Es foladen.
Sela heda, vor kento flansa brichtom nuidom.
Nasmewinem vorken sindad da arsisau da garantamen. Na frichti korte sonegad.
Smein em fravind, velolto, et ja es cor da sonegad. Ariden ger, esto es sa.
Diwa daralwi samel sin aniloin. Tegets dailu mali minen kasin.
Ja es dug. Emen do radi dau de heded madiator neis og glendi. Fravins empfrangt de dierna an hevigem. Buter ach, ma vridan deot nes sed mat. Smeuin quisem se kavinanem samel nes diernam toflanem.
Es do ugesin, navregen komarosi dwint. Tegedem.
Estrahan versagto. Radidendam sachend jagam da windluchton.
Gair? Adadordam se jagases radai de ragach. Naistalemi, a convenie frasi? Es radadore naikse jam linguides beien mished daen?
Ja esa radida no convenda quena sequena. Vo ken quis a jechtam da jungarig vigi.
Das hector me en voglend neis junga de la noixa. Sag broig de neis luchton ja is ten. Qui fravin ma berden varsa tenjasim miklodaig dequels.
Madits danida vuxanti, adier, aval, adier nahach, radida der mens veludeis. Estechem da gomfrangide da dierna. Es menilanem, agesines fridenem ger. Es nie voglendaiga.
Nilan. Es dechem dam kasin. Es meshedam. Voglinde kaishedan.
Vridenger. Es les anumam. Muy crimodorig. Richtig. Credo. Anilaim. I voglendaik. Sago es esa. Si arula mai aidam. Tu si dame sarà di doa. E varach a vinaim. Con frangdis. Mi aniru se maledi. Quanto ribadari malarede dao a yoenga.
Estrag mem klosted saradida. Na mem eve me armantiam sam pisru noixa.
Sage sam. Rense danie dechem faruedi, daher camem far voglendi. Voglendis desases redis ed jaes radei emesto. Kiden donegada shantamen lag obledenen. Es radei emadraig quahi luchton ten. Nas ordis da doiga araigidem. Bud oleg loan de faruedi duis a magenta.
Qua avolem sega doflein. Quae dem fleidas dat susudi esin neis luchtemen jaquensent. Esca overschede a sonea joam.
Manas tanguas rid. Quae vred radides cavevam.
Samo radidu quis. Nacoidem amanteam sam mada camernoxa. Lientara orgi, neis henese. A contagidem es anaogi maragdent. Sag naule. Quedem es quinda agenta eleis rog. Care de siendo avenemen ugumendom. Ages abimelam vas, andevarsem emernoixio voglendi en mished ni. Ami frogus moin eme vedere.
Ja es furcan carantam. En vaiert de cadide amice. El vogle in de marace.
Vorken dada dovar legu in comfarueda. Na smeu in emes vir da vregus in da sonegat.
Vorkent dam da dovar legu es vir. Asmeu in emes fuladem buda ad aberrag da nees luchton.
Ad Loreto, crimo derit ma vanteama. La linquident on e drog beesa.
Quid fravins mador che hediernam avail.
Fravindel samel si gusudue. Arole sonegada a heneseis samel etienem hach gedactas. Es crimo derek seiva nao ca e henesam. Es mare se vis, ag find enon mil fictaman ad ranon. Moiolole hoila. Marca se viem si es na fravind marag, nama emsede vixar hirem. Sageras de enclostedas, o sie hade segama va heleg suisi.
Quet bud ededmad jam bud radai dale dag?
Na fravinde no vege, es runam donegade, sag voglendade, ed an de nachtem, lawa, sed me van atoflanem, anondagam qualsheid em fledade. Ech red neis sonigad sen, ages olod moi crimoderiga gam de hen om miu frictimen, tege dad ni mag, ages radei de gedo, donegadman, da halinia rinmo.
Esamemem com frange medierna.
Farea dis adiuem dissima. Encar sed e corei cam davani legiside a rechte gledan.
Allochedar, avoel. Vregame suleida hadesia quel shedemene vigi.
Mat, estogem radid minan. Disam gaidamen lamen e cam ferta voglendi.
Ja, adierna.
Velmu giden codnade to seis. Nameundum ad nueri tortesia marauto.
Let's show them what we're made of! Let's show them what we're made of!
Ale toflan tomad. Na vregt for sumuenem dorkeniem da argumedau. Suisies radeies calda nadach, ca gaishedon en vlaman. Ami frogu. Estradeies nama relusem da huis radachtam. Daiam vregames tulanem no. Quedes donegada.
Es vogeloiga betus. Es radai duinta ogel de talle mi nees henesees.
Es vir. Sag vregende da wind coreem. Da wind lochtom. Monesained nees wisfar nees lochtom nees direm. Es caeren jam vogelade. De mi vran gemesin. Clos due quiedon tiri. Avel du colli lagachtas re antamen lag. Lemat, ad noedam dau tortendis. Esrade amaroigade, etenaisem de yam quent suis reena. Aragdis, ebunedem ayagam. Estortem ael yam adnoedam, dam fis huis direm. En enegosum es siteneg. Sadiu est uvlerta viadidao ad luchtos. Asien de bivedemen. Argadis en ad bois yandawi. Milemen aberdisa biem varhas.
En velne dendere renoixe kaha ole de kad.
Klos dis me radidao kahuis valem. Vregdis suis vantem sies. Fravind ma his kenne.
Jo, sag ma el velnedender. Quodes radeem vregar?
Bud radaiem for huelmes kassem farved folat. Reum den contortam neis luchtom.
Es fran de gadaktam voquel aridenger. Mad. Tegadis noa gadregdis quantorebander satorten.
Per tirtumad denid.
Bir tirtomad. Is a kenum do ready dani?
Radid mev dier na har kadaktas. Daniem siende biende edon. Em nas sitten.
Na fravin quod voglen sed. Sages vir se voquel. O agenim qua salem fricte de bien sienda o de vedon. Da barbadam da veru dar neuda far hassa diuir fer. Bol crecti dao. Anamali keni anamar vila jam ludum seg. Perended com farweda canaidir bar.
Traneud quid betrichs wind grechan da anabali. Samel sin echter idedent quies.
Escolda regus a enama vetrechen erenoixe. Orgent, arenent da holeia esament. Estaugem toigdent cavila ola ledi. Samel sakon, ja esen olehe niedem vedemen no.
Burufara cretin da rego arcon. Sag sienten farberu betrechem en ail. Anasto vigao a milementen. Barig. Mende magalea quenac dactam. Adreg den quaha vedon ane arm.
Anna adregende reduven. Na brogde dwint.
Es el grendum frume de esa heda. Mas betraken barig. Es volla tacadeti diuen men fraga raigident.
Sie und mes tegedacht already. Es voladem oiragdent reques kenne.
Puslan suis lerg.
Adiarnt of floin.
O die hier.
Es oleg loen me da elo duis arenta. Quetient vregu da oredi duis.
Da daurebi neis voglendi. Forvarsche de dier na har. Da hoioragi ebuna dem etenia si de jam quens de vigen. Fravinduem na canta bed redeis mad. Sag na fravindem marag moe. Esca ier teniasem nui?
Ja, na vailo legs a confarweda frag. Toig dis. Bokiden morden, da gantabe dis a morkedi. Sadiu esad glad. Es vel da linquidau de vregu vasi. Esten slana. Masuchtir. A se vinunt hanem morigan. Ages esa ent aurai dion.
Beort tir simad alana agad vurgan. Est fragmeda oglendi ded. Natugdu en quenste des ateniasem.
Cantabed. Codlad. Anna. Fabarag.
No radit sino vorigan. Igidad matad ni kasen.
Es essa nida already de. Quod tu mi detenois?
Ane tosum kaidun nama hagledem queni. Samer siadamon. Sagavetusidu kodi kotromachtas. Tasien moleg. Ageshred feshidach ragontortag. Es fontaram medagirach en moshayem. Anna fledach da hexregau. Kant habednem velnem laumat. Samer mas helnem en insistel. Haganes satoresi. Satladach ja esolog marach.
Mother kamet au sid began everach. Sa cantabidu sam.
Samelme.
Na metoi ta grimoderen karadi dawa bodein. Vego me de ta igam. Welt tir simad arenta. Forir esa glad modern. Es reidiuen anao siend kengu. Arvred vas hesapis he vogelneis sonegadi.
Na fravindu toiugs velu de sadiu adoid.
Na sienta yigi de. Sag sienten a begen en edi sege a bogelde de.
Forir. Es ovun. Varem frangen der oila an vigem casin. Fared tusendrei donea da vuied an quonam maderca haglidon queni a coldi cotru machtas casin.
Quan tusiden suis haglidon queni?
Tausid kaval. Radiodum radem frag. Sagane tausum bonama han sademin. Sag echred namames. Esco hovon varem. Da elum ordeni ensa com lorgem.
Bud vel me vrekdem requis mader keid me mach. Sag nas me undem en requis antrum.
Smiund moden casin. En bonama rara jabad varnen ab. Smoinem exre de loxen kruns revegen. A klostu a gunas da hei kiden vegem.
Ested requis nui? Vlenganem anidargned?
Farnas de herenoikse?
Nein, ved moden blaganon. Anna togon buedo a leg be a dem de haven noixa. Es namere fischen jam bed va. Agetorede nad jam bed sina bahasen zaradam.
Fravind madelo banigas. Agenunia marad. Asande flegenon. Forken madad me da hadni nodaudent.
Nalied toda nemi daudeis. Alana me minundanem. Sages rade smiunend da holle aladachtan. Samel modenem na esem sitena bigneg. Veish toreda fridenan. Aka gona dachtam na juda da herenoixa.
Nuidet suis vansen. Fis noi ochs quan tusidet taganta bediten?
Na, es bledenem disaunit kahe saulem. Daremau brosanamen an sed henab. Ane quendredem da veruva rimachamen. Anis feshid an enidem sang. Ag andreg da verue brosnan, ane diuid diuig.
Es konjat kom frang se karnad. Ever diglenach elobomen ja es ankenem dame dadem hasi.
Pravind mad en enjer don fesche dachi modeni. Tegen casin en jaquen rendem. Tegedesin casinamon.
Es follad es requis essin ja quert sateniasem?
Mae sinanes quae nas ten me casin.
Es foladem oi raigames et mategedemesin. Adlo ret sidas suiso red. Fregarmes e veliam sientam da haioragi jageskaden.
Adlor hedwe sitri.
Eshrei da de nilan atodan e gada dag.
Vogolenta heda. Longt tira laun suis gamaman.
Qua aulam sega diern.
Quan berda de hawalem var hasarenta.
Es es ein Kongo baragenoina. Es ein contortament.
Correct moment.
Show them what we're made of!
olme.
Agonguber, kwetziart. Krijgt die dwe?
Oh, es farnu fradi da he hawelas ja barto essa. Es slan me, sag brender farma gelei en rennon erni. Anna tug du quada hengeri dent ektor grektidor, dent quaes moi. Nasiendu degedak dent da haku voredi, but ektor nadent.
Fravins da quenia dessa dalan?
Eska surere noixa, ja enenie dent quahe venden jeramendent. Es een salgament casin, da he krokena.
Smejunze mes quintag de hesien dau esitena sadelan.
Es daug, mareden sa genen mila en engladem ovonag, ag ektor hanoidu. Genta, benen olbia di daui. Chrektidend oila ja abelend keur. Neu tosrenen vigagejanas enkanam da viut en salgam da varadent. Ages folad maradend magarantam, mana voradenten. Koldem marag kremkenei.
Es rade da hari ragi dagas da verudent echteresin. En selam sadalan.
Ad lor hedar. Veldezon samir safrag? Es kan semelentka neodam jam fravind.
Navel du sabaton queseis. Sag echsien ad furkan dam gleusan oiorni. Sien deva roidu de hangarident. Gissen agle dem ea gungabair. Maletsen ginnen magochsam.
Frektis quid frictid vel, sag frektis eden.
Quedes en vregus arenaixa? Hey, you! What are you doing in our river?
We're working. What does it look like?
Our people are being poisoned by something that's in the water and the fish. And that's where we find you.
Yeah, except we're miners, not poisoners. I don't know what's going on with your people, but it's got nothing to do with us. Leave and let us work.
You and your land-scoring Moin are responsible for it. You won't get away with this!
Anila in forvarsheid dead. Hastagen tiwigau saveremen. Es moja puisig da dugi de kwetsjart.
Agat gailu dadem. Radid mev daur held farberwi for nerti.
Es wir. Lemat radidis quint. Beroidend mera.
Look, our friends have been getting sick ever since you started mining near the river. All we want to do is save our people. Can you understand that? And to do that, we need to understand what's going on there.
I'm telling you, we're not doing anything that will poison anyone. We're just mining. It's not complicated. Besides, the guards won't let you in.
Maybe they could see for themselves if they went to work there for a while?
As if there weren't enough natives there already. And with the theft, they're not hiring anymore.
Sure they are. They just need a recommendation. Just tell them I sent you. My name is Ganimet. Go talk to the master of the mine. He's always in need of more workers.
Thank you. We'll take your advice and get a job.
Mens vregu des vergeiu da herenaixa, da regach neis dale misies no? Fravindem kasur sient nama bujed, sadoneimen ja nemident ni.
Es radeem es durga ir. Hagem fravindem kakuvir kakwet neimiden der neisluchton. Ka hekter quodai ragamiagam.
Nas kam ariden ger. Advad, certo.
Bud vel da roidi began eladagiam corridendent. Da iridem nas neimene?
Hey, you! Where do you think you're going?
We've come to look for work. We heard you hire natives such as us.
There's been a theft, so we only let people in on recommendation. Got a name for me?
A miner called Ganimet told us to go see the chief.
I know who she is. She's been working here a long time. We can trust her.
All right. You can come in, but don't expect to be welcomed with open arms.
There's just been a landslide in the West Tunnel. Several of our men and a few natives are trapped down there.
Damn it! What bad luck! As if I wasn't already dealing with enough trouble over that thievery.
We've got to do something, or they're all gonna die.
And we'd risk killing them for certain, or even jeopardizing the whole mine if we intervene. The ground is too unstable.
But...
That's enough. I'll think about it. But I don't see what we can do for them right now. What are you doing with your arms just dangling there? Do you think we're going to pay you just to stand there and do nothing?
Chief, they don't work for us.
No, not yet. We were hoping you could give us a job.
Sorry, but that's not going to happen. We've got enough savages on the site as it is. Thieves and layabouts, all of them. Otherwise, we'd still have our chest, and I wouldn't be tearing my hair out wondering what I'm going to tell the company.
Isn't ja indredent ni? Ja regent ne stalemen. A galwen ta dada a mila ved.
Na ein veert mooi al to anilain. Saget rade em vogle dem mooi, a same en slondem.
What are you talking about?
Someone stole this week's haul. All the gold we've mined over the last few days has disappeared, and I'm sure it was one of your lot who did it.
You should know that gold has no particular value for our people. It's a decorative metal at best. But people like you, from your continent, seem to attach great importance to it.
None of my men would do something like this. So who would? A soldier? No, I don't think so. A merchant?
Nilan is an excellent tracker, aren't you, Nilan? If you let him study where the theft took place, he'll surely be able to tell you who did it.
Na meinten on wegen da oredi saveri. Ja smeunt ni mila ved.
He's agreed to do it.
A heda!
Es rade da daige en mamendom neis luchtumen. Ama mens extra dag donegadi.
I don't understand the gibberish you're spouting. But why not? If I let you examine the scene of the theft, and you can prove to me that it wasn't a native's doing, I'll let you work here.
We accept. Show us the place.
Follow me. And try it this way. This is the storeroom. This is where we usually keep everything we've mined during the week before we send it to Hikmet. Those rogues forced open the door and managed to open the safe. I'll let you see for yourself, but don't touch anything.
Esta lan beduja sesa.
E se no lei niedem en saranna me frassi. Na vorrei dad.
Orged reidon neis sa klauen.
Ja, cochleos an aerni. Na sium tendet ne sius fregusa.
Bud lawer amantag quid selgaig neis luchtos. Dat vregu fors me uni adid bugiesa.
Nas odonei. Anon daga messa vidbog an fare dau drog. Nas volada maradion quesche.
Salam ker. Koida one luchtumen ja toig de sacrifisa escheden.
Kremi li echter ham feresam. Radio dum le volani de hebuligem.
Ja, es virtu. Es roilanan kasin. Ad sissamel.
Smeunem veldem oleem boda elu.
Quel shadem fordurroidad emalem em nas quintag nis luchtom.
Na fravint ma esradeida radidau, eranam krokeniam oirogdem. Budau lech dada gredau em toiptere noikse.
Na de hankanam. Na kaartem kroken le wolani kaveneg.
So, did your famous tracker find anything?
To force the lock on the door, your thieves used tools that our people don't have.
You need very hard tools made from metal to do it. And we only use obsidian.
You're not wrong about that. I hadn't noticed that detail. That said, they could have used tools they found here.
Maybe. But I can't see any of us using tools we're not familiar with.
Is that it?
We found this bow at the scene. So I imagine that's what made you suspect our people.
Obviously. We haven't used bows and arrows in a long time. Your friend, on the other hand.
I'd never use such a shoddy weapon. This one was made by an idiot who has never drawn a true arrow. Even our children fashion bows of better quality.
If you say so. Is that it?
Your storeroom reeks of blood and game, and we found this small scrap of Lewolan hide.
Yes, and? Your kind no longer hunts, I suppose?
We only kill Lewolans when they become aggressive. We don't eat them.
And we don't use their skins, because they're no use against the cold.
Yeah, perhaps. But I'm not sure how this detail is going to help me catch my thieves. Except that it certainly wasn't one of my men. At least that's settled.
That's all we could find that was worthy of note. But it seems to me that all these elements combined prove that our people are innocent, even though they try to blame us.
It appears so. In a way, it's a relief, since there are quite a few of you working here. And since it's not one of my men either, I wonder who did it. Anyway, I'll tell my boys you can work here, and I hope the captain of the fort is able to catch the thief. Thanks for your help.